Drone here. What's going on, guys? We got the Silver Bullet Bugs 3 here. This was originally a blue Drocon. We have the waterproof 4K $20 action camera that some of you guys got for $10. The reason I'm doing this is not because that's why I got the camera. I got the camera just because it was waterproof, but somebody said they were having issues flying a Bugs 3 with that underneath it, and the only reason I can see you'd have issues is one, the Wi-Fi is on, which my Wi-Fi is off, or two, weight, but I know weight not to be an issue because I've overweighed Bugs 3 is considerably. 5,200 milliamp an hour battery. Like I've done some serious testing with the Bugs 3 and know for a fact that weight is not an issue. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to show you how to bind the controller to the drone, because generally we'd be using the TASG on this. So hold this red button, turn this on. Your indicator light in your center will start flashing green. Once that flashes green, you could then plug in your battery, and if you can see here, our indicator light is solid green. It's no longer flashing. We are using the stock battery just to and the stock controller just to keep everything stock here. That way we can see if there is an issue. And look, there's water on the camera from the ground because it doesn't quite cut the ground clearance. This mount here, the bottom mount, is off of an Alcenma's mount, but any X8's mount will do. We're going to go ahead and turn our camera on. Long hold, hard press. And as you can see, my welcome is right side up. And my image, there, my image is right side up, despite the fact that it's upside down. There is a rotation in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to start recording. We are recording in 1080p 60 frames per second. We are recording. Set that down softly. That way it don't shut off on me. We are going to fire our motors. Go up. As you can see, I'm flying super stable here. There's zero issues with it lifting it. And the easier you fly and the more stable you fly, the better image quality you get. If you're gonna buzz around and rip around like a maniac, like the Bugs is kind of meant to do, well then you're probably gonna get shaky footage. Just gonna kind of let this drift back. Again, I'm seeing what type of footage I can get out of this, best footage. We'll go ahead and let it just cruise by us here. Give it a little look. What we'll do, we will throw it up a little bit. Do a light climb with this. Not going too crazy. Just a light climb, see what type of image we can get. And again, we're using the stock controller, stock battery. We'll go ahead and turn around this way. The only issue, like the guy said, it just dropped down really quick. The only way I could see that happening is maybe user issue, where you're not used to the weight and it is going to drop down quicker than it normally would because it's weighing a lot heavier than it normally would. So that's basically you having to adjust to the weight and understanding that there's more weight on it. But as you can see, I'm having zero issues here. We will do a full flight time on this to show you what type of flight time you can get off of the Bugs 3 with this action camera. The action camera is heavier than a lot of your other action cameras because again, it's already encased. It's a camera itself. You can't take the case off, but it is in a waterproof encase per se. Kind of get up in here. And we are still recording. There's a blue indicator light. As you can see, it's drifting backwards. The reason it's drifting backwards, even though we were on a flat surface, is because the camera is touching the ground, was touching the ground, and had the front legs lifted up a little bit. So the gyroscope on it is is backwards just a little bit. We could adjust that by trimming it out, but I'm really not worried about that. We're gonna kind of do a little walk. We'll do a little walk. And again, I'm looking to get the best camera footage possible off of this, and the way to do that is to fly smoothly, not erratically. If you want to fly erratically, you're going to have a heck of a mount set up, and they do sell some type of like gel strips that are supposed to damper out vibrations. One of my YouTubers told me about that, and also somebody on drone days as well. Might be something to look into. If you're going to put this on a racing drone, you should be good. Just make sure your setup is as minimal vibration as possible. We're just going to let it drift back a little bit, and then we will go this way. Again, I'm super easy on the sticks. We're going super easy on the sticks for the smoothest flight possible. We'll just take it up a little bit here. It's not dropping out of the sky. I'm not having any issues. It is just above freezing out, so I mean, it's not super warm either. We'll slowly bring it down. I know a lot of people in the past have also asked about if painting your props will affect it. Unless you're going for precision movie making quality, it really won't affect the flight of the drone and also the transition to video, because all four of these props are painted on here. And I am in a highly residential neighborhood, but I don't foresee any interference to this. Bugs 3's controller to drone stock controller is pretty good. Look, puppy dog. Hi, puppy. What is that? What is that big bug? That's a big bug. Yeah. Again, we're just cruising with it. Just cruising with this for the most optimal flight. Hi, puppy. And I can't see the camera vibrating left to right, so this should be transitioning really well. It is shooting at 60 frames per second, so we should also be having that in our favor. Just make sure there ain't no cars coming, and then we'll go in the center of the street here. Hello. I can fly this really far away from myself, but just to be safe, because we're in housing area, I try to keep it by myself, because if it did crash, I wouldn't want it to crash on anybody's house or car. Here comes a vehicle coming up. That'll give a good gauge of stuff moving. We will go over this way. And I do have the camera angle pointed down a little bit, so I know a lot of this flight isn't going to be amazing because we're kind of flying at low altitude due to power lines. And the mount that I'm using on the camera is the one that came in the box with it. And again, the top bushing mount that it connects to that slides right into the Bugs 3 is off of the Alcenma. But I think if you look up on Amazon X8 action camera mount, this will come up as well, the same exact one that I'm using, or there's other ones. There are other ones that you can absolutely use. So I have a little break here as far as power lines go. We're just going to do a light climb here, and of course there's going to be a car coming. Nothing too crazy. We will go ahead and go back this way. Seems like we're getting a good flight time, guys. I can't judge. I mean, maybe if I get close enough to this, I can see how long it's been recording for. 8 minutes and 31 seconds with a weighed down action camera on it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And again, I got a mess of wires above my head here, so we really can't go flying above these houses. Snowy day, just snowed. We're expecting more snow throughout the course of this weekend. How's it going? What's that? Yeah. I mess with them all the time. Yeah. Yeah, if you're on YouTube at all, you can check out 2 words, J-Drone. That's me. Yeah, I got a grip of them. Take care. Then what we'll do, we'll go down to this bottom field here, and I'll put a little bit of speed on it. That way you can judge if you are going to be ripping around with it. Maybe not. We're in LVC. Our LVC's beeping. We probably got about a good 2 minutes on the LVC, so maybe if we get down here quickly, I'll do a quick rip. Maybe we'll do it here, and then we'll bring it back. How about some yaw? We'll throw some yaw into it. Now we're in the 2nd speed. We'll look at the yaw. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and set it down here and stop the footage. We could probably run for another minute or 2 on this LVC. We'll go ahead and get another look at this here. But I don't want to drop it because I don't want to ruin the camera. It's not shatterproof. And then we'll just shut down the motors. And we will stop our camera. Simply by pressing stop. It says we've been in the air for 11 minutes and change. We've been recording for 11 minutes and change. That's with a weighted down camera. We're going to shut that off. We are going to turn this off. I'm going to show you. Dude, I'm using super stock battery. I'm using a 1800 milliamp an hour 25C 7.4 volt. So you definitely can use it, and again, the mount setup's super simple. You got to use the base part of an Alcenma or an X8's mount. Use what was provided, thread it in, and just right there. Guys, I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. Questions, comments, concerns down below.